Welcome to Dukascopy TV. Today we are discussing banking regulations in Switzerland. Joining me to discuss this is Managing Director of Offshore Premium, Rene Philippe. Welcome, Rene.
Hi, Sinead. Thank you for your invitation.
Now let's discuss something called KYC. Can you explain this term a bit further?
Yes, of course. KYC stands for Know Your Customer. Know Your Customer is a process which is followed by bank or other financial regulated authorities in order to identify and know their customer better. Okay? The purpose is to prevent identity theft, financial fraud, anti-money laundering, and terrorism financing. So it's a useful process. Okay? And mostly it's a process which is based on documentary evidence. Okay? In Switzerland, like in all countries in the world, the two basic documents which will be needed for the KYC will be the passport and the proof of address, in general utility bills of less than 2 months. Then, depending on the bank or the country, they will require additional documents. For example, a second proof of ID, a second proof of residence, resume, lawyer letter of reference, bank letter of reference, proof of employment or proof of business, and so on. Nowadays, bank also asks the client how they will operate the account, how much they will receive, how much they will pay, how many transfer in, how many transfer out. So this is a whole process. Okay.
So you've mentioned these documents here. So are these documents the same whether the client goes to the bank and opens the account or opens the account at a distance?
Alors, globally, the document requirements are the same, but for one thing. And actually, it depends also of the country. For example, in Switzerland, if you open the bank account at distance, online, the client will need to provide a certified copy of his passport, which basically means to have a copy of the passport certified by a notary or another authorities. Okay? And, but it's not a requirement in all countries. In some countries, you just need a soft copy of the passport. And one of the things is that this requirement of a certified copy of the passport, actually, it's not a good thing in my opinion.
Why is requiring a certified or notarized copy of a passport not a good idea then?
Alors, for two reasons. The first reason is it's actually a cumbersome process. Okay? The client will have to find a notary wherever there are notary, because actually it's not in all countries that it's easy to certify the passport. In some countries, like in the Middle East, it's difficult, there are a lot of restrictions, and in some countries it's even impossible. So one of the problems, the requirement of the certified passport actually reduce the number of clients who actually open bank account. And actually Dukascopy has done a study in this, comparing the situation in their main quarter in Switzerland, where the copy of the certified copy of the passport is requested, with another of their subsidiary in Europe, where it is not requested. And what they find is that in Switzerland, 45% of the prospect which start the bank account opening procedure online completes the process. But in Europe, where you just need a soft copy of your passport without certification, the completion requirement is more than 65%. So you see there is a big difference for bank.
Is the passport certification requirement useful in preventing fraud?
Again, not in my opinion, and this is based on personal experience. You know, as a lawyer for 20 more years, I had a lot of opportunity to have document or client document certified. And the truth is, most notaries which are certifying document, even if they have the original, they don't even take the pain to look at the original. Okay? In some countries, you even have notaries, a certified copy without requiring you to bring the original document. I mean, a criminal could, in some countries, it's very easy. You just go to a printer with a copy of a stamp, and you can have the printer make you a copy in 1 hour. So a criminal in a country like that could make a copy of of a notary stamp and certify his own on the bank would be not the wiser. So I don't think this prevents fraud.
So is there a way to simplify the process then while also avoiding fraud?
Yes, actually there is a better process which is video conferencing. The German authorities, the BaFin, it's the German financial authorities, they have recently issued a circular. It was in March 2014, then amended in November 2014. And basically, from now on, a client which has met face-to-face with a bank officer during a video conference, this client is deemed have come in person to the bank, so the certified copy of the passport is not required anymore.
So did German authorities stipulate requirements for video conferencing?
Yes, of course, requirement will be needed. You need to have a streamlined process. So the first requirement is that the bank officers is trained. Okay. The second requirement is that the bank officer doing the video conference with the client is in a closed room with restricted access. This is to guarantee client confidentiality. The video conference must be recorded and the client must be given notice that it will be recorded and accept record. During the video conference, he will take snapshot of the client passport. Okay. He will check that, because now the camera quality of video very good, so you can also check whether the cover, the plastic cover of the passport has not been altered, that no picture has been glued on the passport. So you can do all those things with the video conferencing. The only condition in terms of technical requirement is that the client be in a room which is well lit and that the quality of the video and the audio be good as well. And in my opinion, that's far better than to do a documentary due diligence, because you can interact with the client, and interacting with the client, you can know more about him than just by looking at a copy of a passport which has been certified. So in my opinion, Swiss authorities should adopt the same process. And actually it would be good if this process is also adopted by more and more countries, for a simple reason. Less and less banks actually provide a bank account opening at distance nowadays. And it's a problem for legitimate businessmen. So it would be good if Swiss FINMA could adopt this standard as well.
Well, it certainly is a great insight into banking regulations. Thank you so much for joining me today, Rene.
Thank you very much for your invitation. It was a pleasure.
That is all from Rene and myself for now, but do keep clicking back to Dukascopy TV. Bye for now.